Thank you. Good morning. I served 33 years with the Los Angeles Police Department before I became an elected official, so I know it from different perspectives. And I'm not going to take the lines away from our great district attorney or sheriff. Chief Moore, thank you. And to this great organization, there's a lot of work ahead for you. And what I mean by that is the challenges that you face that we in elective office cannot fund. We've run out of funds in municipal government, county government, state government, federal government. And what we see is our budgets getting leaner and leaner. And while 70% of the city's budget goes to public safety, the future is not bright when it comes to continuing funding. So it's critical that law enforcement work with the private sector. When I shop at Costco, as I leave Costco, there's someone there checking that receipt. Someday, we may have in the markets where you'll be checking receipts. And we know that shoplifting and theft is epidemic proportions and getting worse. And as our district attorney is going to talk about 109 realignment, you can imagine how many people, how many potential people are going to be coming into your stores, whether it's the sundries, clothing, the food, no job, no opportunity, and you're going to see it getting worse. And if you just go down the street a bit, you'll see thousands of people who are trying to save their homes from being foreclosed. The economic situation is in a desperate, desperate crisis. So what this link together between law enforcement and the private sector is critical for your survival. And when I look at gasoline projected to be $5 by summertime, and there are gas stations around right now that are $4.11, $4.20. In the district I represent, San Fernando Valley, it's not unusual to see it escalate to $5 a gallon. You can imagine what people are going to do when they need that money to put in the gas tank and they're not going to have it to go shopping. That's going to increase the theft. When I look at the statistics, shoplifting, #1 property crime in America. Over 10% of the public shoplift. Teens and juveniles make up 25% of the shoplifters. And we have this philosophy of let's go into a store with 15 or 20 people and surround the counter and take whatever we want and walk away. And you can have all the video cameras you want, but unless you apprehend that individual, they're going to walk away and come back again and continue committing those types of crimes. The uniformed officers. If you have a business and you have the public enter that, wouldn't it be nice to have a uniformed officer enter that business and come in, park that police car in front, that sheriff's car in front? Think about establishing those relationships with your local police officers. Those of you in that field, in this particular entity of trying to save what people want to take away, need to be creative in what you're going to do. And I support the video industry, but someone's got to be watching that camera, someone's got to apprehend that individual, and someone's got to prosecute that individual. And as the sheriff knows, as our district attorney knows, and our state attorney knows, we've run out of resources. So it's a pretty gloomy picture, but I'm painting it a realistic picture. The funds are gone, the realignment's creating a problem, and there's more desperate people in our society that don't have the opportunity that many of us have. So the word is invest in security, relations with your local law enforcement agency, relations with your senior lead officers, relations with the officer on the beat. Those are key deterrents. And I will tell you, in Calabasas, a city that joins my district, the sheriff's department parks a car at strategic locations. When you drive down, you'll see a sheriff's car there. The person who's going to shop this will probably go to another location instead of that location. So you have a lot of work ahead of you. You're not going to get a lot of assistance from government because they don't have the funds to do it. So whether it's Vons or Kruger's or Ralph's or the Gap or whatever industries here, the challenges are going to be greater than they are today. And the realism is we need to be prepared for it and focus on it and do what we can to keep those dollars and keep those profits. So with that, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. As a former member of law enforcement and currently a reserve officer with LAPD, I know the challenge that law enforcement has, I understand the challenges you have, and hopefully, we can at least get our heads above water as this avalanche of 30,000+ folks come out of our state prisons back into society where we are going to be the victims of what they wish to do. Again, to this great organization, Kent, thank you for putting this together. But when we put the public and the private together, we have that unity, and hopefully we can all work together to make a difference. Have a great conference, and thank you very much.